Our next guest says that Brazilian cooking reflects an explosion of color and flavor, just like the country's passion for soccer, samba, and beautiful beaches. And in her cookbook, The Brazilian Kitchen, Leticia Moreinos Schwartz shares 100 classic and contemporary recipes for the home cook. How interesting!
Yes, it's really wonderful. The cookbook really opens a new frontier in the world of cooking, because now you can incorporate Brazilian cuisine into your kitchen just like you might French, Italian, Chinese, etc.
What a great idea. Now, Brazilian cooking is a combination of cultures, is that right?
That's right. It's really a mixture of 3 different cultures: the Portuguese, the native Indian, and the African. And everything is reflected in our cuisine, in our music as well. Like this dish. This dish, for example, I find it, I am fascinated by it because it really reflects the combination.
Okay.
It started in the convents of Portugal, where nuns used to prepare sweets with eggs, and they were left with the yolks because they used to use the whites for clarifying the wine or for ironing clothes. And what to do with so many yolks?
I mean, right now we have 15 yolks here, correct?
Sweets and more sweets.
Well, that's great. So this is a family recipe passed down.
That's right. It comes from the kitchens of my Aunt Dina in Bahia. That's my mother's sister, and I grew up going there. And it's such a fascinating part of the country. It really smells like Africa and tastes like it too.
Well, that's great. And this is a dessert. It's a coconut cake.
A coconut custard cake. That's right. So easy to prepare. All you need is a bowl and a whisk. Shall we start cooking?
That's it?
That's it.
I could even handle this.
That's right. I want to see you doing that. So let's do it. Here.
Okay.
Start whisking the.
And we have really 15 eggs in here.
15
that you
egg
separated.
Yeah.
How did you separate the eggs?
You know, I cracked them all, and instead of doing the
juggle,
shell,
yeah, that's tricky.
right. I opened them all, and then I remove the yolks.
Okay.
I find it goes so much
easier,
faster.
Huh?
So
right.
one egg.
With the yolk.
Egg,
with the egg
with
right
the
there.
white.
Okay.
Okay, so 1 cup of sugar, a pinch of salt, and you keep whisking.
I'm
there
going.
you go.
Getting my workout here.
Yes, absolutely. So you whisk until it's just a little bit thick and perfect like that.
Okay.
And then we're going to add a little bit of milk, about 1/4 cup.
And I'm assuming whole milk is probably the way to go.
Good.
Okay.
And melted butter.
About how much is that?
About 4 tablespoons.
Okay.
And 1 cup of unsweetened grated coconut.
Okay. And can you just find that at any local grocery store?
Any local. Now, the thinner, the better.
Ooh, do you smell it? Oh, it's smelling
Isn't it
already.
amazing?
Yeah.
And just a pinch of lemon juice just to break up the richness of the yolks.
Okay.
So when you mix like that, this is it. I mean, you can whip this up in less than 5 minutes.
You really can, as long as you have all the ingredients.
Right, right. It does take about 30 minutes in the oven.
Okay.
And that's all you need to do. Now, one thing that's very important is for you to butter and sugar the molds.
Okay.
And then
that's what you've done here.
That's what I've done. Then you want to fill it up. Let me show you. Just about almost to the top. It doesn't really rise during baking time.
So it's not going to overflow and make a gigantic mess.
No. And then you want to put a little bit of warm water to cook like a water bath.
You would put that in the pan, correct?
Yeah,
okay.
halfway to the ramekins.
All right.
And then you want to look something like this. You want to cook until it's nicely golden brown.
Now, Leticia, what do you have the oven on right now?
It's very important to use the oven not at convection, because these little beauties are so fragile that if you use the convection, it's going to disturb the yolks.
Okay.
So use the regular bake feature at 325.
All right.
And you want to cook for about, each oven is a little bit different. In my oven, it takes about 30 to 35 minutes. But again, all you need to look for is
light brown on top. Okay, and that's easily going to come out. Since you buttered and sugared.
Look what it comes out
Aren't these
like.
gorgeous? These are absolutely beautiful.
And what's so fantastic about this dessert is that it's very shiny. The texture is very gelatinous. I want you to try some. And also, what's nice about it is that... Yeah, absolutely, please. You know how chicken noodles or creme brulee, every country has a version of it? This
is delightful.
Only in Brazil.
Really?
There's nothing similar in any other culture.
You could definitely taste the coconut, but then there's a little bit of cake, yet some custard, a little bit of everything. Oh, it's absolutely terrific. But you've also brought some other goodies with you.
That's right. These other goodies are also featured in my cookbook, The Brazilian Kitchen. This is a classic. This is, you know, the national candy of Brazil. It's called brigadeiro. And I feature in the book in coconut, pistachio, and chocolate. And then this one is a paçoca truffle, which is really peanut butter and chocolate.
Oh, and everyone loves that combination.
Oh my God! You have got to try this.
You keep feeding me. This is one of my New Year's resolutions. I'm already breaking.
No.
Are these filled with anything, or is it just a dark chocolate?
This is a fudge. It's made with condensed milk, and you cook until it's, you know, nice and thick and fudgy, and you can variate the flavors.
Very good. I want to ask you a little bit about your background. I know you spent some time in New York City.
That's right. I moved here to come to cooking school.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to the French Culinary Institute.
And you have a pastry degree also. You could do a little bit of both.
Yes, I studied both.
Okay, and now you're back home. You have your cookbooks. Now, do you also offer classes throughout the year?
I teach cooking classes in New York and in Connecticut, and now I'm writing a blog as well, which is off my website, which is thebraziliankitchen.com or chefleticia.com. They both get you there.
Get you the same place.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm having a ball. I mean, Brazil is on fire. The economy is booming.
Great.
And I'm cooking up a storm.
You are. All right, I have to give this a shot here.
Yes.
I'm going to take a little bite.
Wonderful.
Oh, really good. You really can't go wrong with peanut butter or chocolate.
No.
So this is pretty easy. We're gonna feed everyone a little later. So what we're gonna do is just put this in the oven again for how long?
For about 30 minutes.
All right, and that's a pretty easy then.
Yeah.
All right, Chef, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks
and
for having
your cookbook is available online, I would assume?
Online, Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, all the major stores.
Very good. Fabulous. Stick around with us till the end of the show. All right, and if you need the recipe or you're interested in it, all you have to do is come to our website. It's WTNH.com and click on Connecticut Style.